We'll take a look first at the men's and women's road races. The men's take place tomorrow on the 6th of August and the women a week later. The men take in 271 kilometres, the women 154. Both have climbs at the beginning of the race, but their main feature is the technical, twisty nature of the laps around Glasgow. They've taken a lot of short climbs, 2 to 400 meters long. Some of them fairly gradual, but then you've got the likes of Montrose climb that are incredibly steep. We saw a video yesterday of Mathieu van der Poel sprinting up Montrose climb, but he looked to be going fairly comfortably. For me, the favourite for the men's race, favourites are Evenepoel and Van der Poel. Evenepoel we know will go long. He will be Belgium's tactic to go long, make the race hard, and hopefully win, just like he did last year. Van der Poel can go long, but he's also got a very, very good sprint on him as well. So in a reduced bunch sprint against someone like Evenepoel, I don't think he'd be particularly worried. My favourite for the women's outstanding favourite is Lotte Kopecky. She'll have backing of the full team. She won't have any team drama, and she is the best classics rider in the world at the sort of 2 to 400 meter long climbs. Behind them, I have Mads Pedersen and Van Aert. Pedersen loves the hard races, won in a similar-ish course at Harrogate a few years ago. Van Aert will be Belgium's tactics to not go long, but not go long, but to go long, follow the moves, possibly Pogacar, Van der Poel, Evenepoel, and hopefully try and win in a smaller group sprint. Second favourite for the women is Demi Vollering. She's come off the Tour de France Femme victory. She looks strong. She's one of the best riders in the world. Easy pick. Behind the men and the women for them, I've got Tadej Pogacar and Ben Healy. Ben Healy is a bit of a dark horse on this course, I think. He's got good bike handling skills, and we saw at the Giro and we saw at Amstel Gold just how punchy and tenacious he is on a course like this. Pogacar, he's down there simply because I think the Tour de France fatigue going for GC will come into play, particularly later on in the race. For the women, Van Vleuten and Marlene Rosa are behind Vollering and Kopecky. If it comes down to a large front sprint, I'll expect Jesper Philipsen to be there. He and Matthias Skelmos are sort of a bit of a dark horse. We don't know what to expect from them. Skelmos, similar to Pogacar, did a hell of a lot of work at the Tour, so don't know what his form's going to be. And for the women, I think a Canyon duo of Nelia Doma and Chloe Daiger could also spring a surprise. Behind them, I have sort of not a dark horse in the men's, but definitely in the women's. The women's, I've got Pfeiffer Georgie. I think she could go well. And Christophe Laporte for the men's. He won't have to work for Alaphilippe. Alaphilippe isn't as strong as previous years. He finished second at the Worlds last year. Why not? Prediction time now. And some of them you'll be, well, probably none of them you'll be surprised by. And for the women's road race, I am going to go for Lotte Kopecky. And the hardest choice of all these predictions was the men's road race. You've got Van der Poel versus the Belgians. You've got Pedersen if it rains. It's a really tough choice, but I think with the nature of the course, the technical nature, the short, punchy climbs, I think Evenepoel might struggle to go long and go solo like he did in Australia. And I think Van der Poel had an eye on the World Championships from the Tour, and I think he is going to take the win. I don't see any surprises in any of these races, though. Thank you for watching. Let me know who you think is going to win the Worlds down below in the comments, and I will see you next time for something. Don't know what.